It's Sunday morning on CBS, and here again is Charles Osgood.
Cary Grant wasn't nominated for an Academy Award for that performance in the 1959 Hitchcock classic North by Northwest. In fact, you might say Grant was one of our greatest actors never to have won an Oscar for any particular role. With Rita Braver now, we're going Hollywood, remembering Cary Grant through the eyes of his greatest fan.
Do you know what's wrong with you?
No, what?
Nothing.
He is the definition of debonair. 25 years after his death, more than 45 years after his last film, Cary Grant still delights us with his style, his dry wit, and his comic timing. Turns out, off-screen, he was also a great dad. What do you want the world to know about Cary Grant that we don't know?
That the persona, the charm, was real. And it wasn't some mask.
Jennifer Grant is Cary's only child, his daughter with fourth wife, actress Diane Cannon. The couple separated shortly after Jennifer's birth in 1966, and Cary Grant, then 62, retired from films, in large part to help raise his daughter. It was a family that stayed out of the public eye.
I was trained to be private by a man who learned to keep his private life private.
She called her recent book about life with Dad, Good Stuff. Why does that phrase have special meaning for you?
He used that phrase whenever he was pleased, or he just good stuff.
And a lot of that good stuff revolved around Jennifer. He kept a huge archive for her. There are photos.
Yeah, that was in Beverly Hills. I love his pink shirt.
Congratulatory notes on Jennifer's birth. That one's from Audrey Hepburn. This from Grace Kelly. He still made movies. Home movies. These show a Cary Grant you've rarely seen before.
I like to make up dances and things at home, and I suppose I'd learned a square dance somewhere, and I thought we could do it. So he joined in.
He even recorded phone conversations, capturing Jennifer's baby talk.
Hello, my love. That's true. That's exactly right.
It's almost as if he were making up for his own miserable childhood in Bristol, England. The boy who started out as Archibald Leach, his mom institutionalized, his dad neglectful. He sort of ran away from home to join an acrobatic troupe.
When he was quite young, and he became an acrobat and came to New York with that troupe. And that's where he learned gymnastics.
Director and film historian Peter Bogdanovich, who became friends with Grant, says he made good use of his gymnastics training when he got to Hollywood. In films like 1937's The Awful Truth. That screwball comedy made Grant a comic star.
Wait a minute.
And then he did Only Angels Have Wings in 1939, and that made him a dramatic star.
I don't know how you can act like this with that poor kitty.
Yeah, I know, he's dead.
Yes, he's dead.
That's right. And he's been dead about 20 minutes, and all the weeping and wailing in the world won't make him any deader 20 years from now.
So he could do anything. But there's nobody like him before or since.
This is a dream, Helen. I hope I never wake up.
Grant found success early in his career. In Blonde Venus with Marlene Dietrich. And then there's this classic scene from She Done Him Wrong with Mae West.
I'll show up sometimes, see me. I'm home every evening.
Yeah, but I'm busy every evening.
But Bogdanovich says it took a while to perfect the urbane, unflappable Cary Grant image. Do you think he understood his own magnetism? He understood the effect he had when he was on screen?
Oh, I think so. He honed his personality, you know. He took a little bit from every person he worked with until he'd found this persona that he created.
And Grant knew it was a persona. Bogdanovich remembers when he and girlfriend Sybil Shepherd went to an event with Grant. As they approached the ticket taker,
he says, "I'm terribly sorry, I forgot my ticket. May I get in, please?" And she doesn't look up. She says, "Name is Cary Grant." Now she looks up and she says, "You don't look like Cary Grant." And quick as a wink, he goes, "I know, nobody does."
I know, I look vaguely familiar.
Yes.
Cary Grant was Hollywood's favorite leading man. In North by Northwest with Eva Marie Saint.
This is a very strange love affair.
Notorious with Ingrid Bergman.
Maybe the fact that you don't love me.
The Philadelphia Story, one of 4 films with Katharine Hepburn. You write quite frankly in the book that you were a little jealous of all the people who got to be in movies with him when you watched movies.
That's perfect.
We were watching An Affair to Remember in our friend's living room in the Hamptons, and the first time I saw him kiss on screen, and I was really little, and I jumped off the couch and I stormed over to the TV and I slapped her cheek. I just
It was Deborah Carr.
Yes, it was Deborah Carr. But nobody was going to kiss my dad. I didn't even know this woman. What was she doing kissing my father?
Jennifer says she was too young to understand the explosive headlines and ugly custody battle that came with her parents' divorce. She was aware of recurring whispers that her father was gay or bisexual.
It's sort of strange because I never felt anything like that from him, and I spent all my time with him, and I think that's the oddest thing.
When Grant wanted to propose to his 5th wife, Barbara Harris, he asked Jennifer's approval.
And he said, "You know, I'd like to marry Barbara. What do you think?" So I was thrilled for him, and I think it freed me up in a way, because I'd always felt like the main person in Dad's life, and suddenly there was someone else.
Despite pleas from Bogdanovich and others, Cary Grant never returned to making movies.
He used to joke that he didn't want to watch himself grow old on screen, and I also feel like he was done.
Grant was nominated for 2 Academy Awards. He lost both times. But in 1970, he got a Lifetime Achievement Oscar. And Jennifer was right behind her dad in 1981 when he got the Kennedy Center honor.
We went to the White House, which was lovely. And yeah, I remember the night well. He was very proud of that.
Just 2 days before Cary Grant's death in 1986, Jennifer had to return to college after Thanksgiving break.
So he walked me out and we hugged.
And that was the last time.
Yeah, but I do remember the hug. I do. He gave wonderful hugs.